Today I'm with Mandy Bateman, who is a teacher that we've just put into a school in Egypt, who's going to tell you all about her time there. So, Mandy, morning. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
So can you just explain just exactly whereabouts you are, please?
Okay, so I'm at the British International School Madanati in Egypt. It's a school that's been open for 7 years, and it's in a new development of Madanati.
And are you enjoying your time?
I am, very much so. The area is beautiful and the weather makes everything okay, of course. Of course, the culture takes some getting used to, but once you relax and you enjoy it, there's plenty to do.
And what about, sorry, go on.
No, it's okay.
So when you first arrived, I mean, just tell us about the transition. Did they welcome you? What happened?
Okay, so we arrived at about 10:30 at night. We queued in the airport for the visas, and then we were met outside of the airport by the deputy head of the secondary school, and they loaded all of our cases, lots of them, onto a minibus and brought us to the apartment. When we arrived here, there was a welcome basket in the kitchen of bread and milk, etc., and everything was set up for us to be welcomed into our new home.
Wonderful. So it sounds like you've settled in rather well then.
Yes, we have. We love it. I mean, I've come over with myself and my 2 teenage daughters and my nephew, all of which are big teenagers, and they're settling in very well. It's a big family environment.
Good to know. Very good to know. So could you just go through a typical day? What does your day consist of?
Okay, so my day consists of going into school for 7:15. I'm the Senko, so as the role suggests, it can cover anything from early years all the way up to secondary school. So it's quite varied, but I finish at 4 o'clock most days, so I get the quality family time with my children and my husband after 4 o'clock every day. And
the students well behaved, or is that a loaded question?
No, the students want to be in school. You know, I'm not going to say there's no behaviour problems in any school, because that's not the case. Every school has behaviour issues with students, but I would say the majority of our students are really hardworking because they pay to be there and they want to be there to learn, and they're really intrigued about learning the British curriculum way as well.
So what about cultural difficulties and differences? I mean, did you find it a challenge to adapt?
I must admit, before we got here, I was worried. I was really worried because I thought the language barrier was going to be a massive issue. I don't speak a word of Arabic, and I was thinking, oh my goodness me, I'm going to come to a country where everybody speaks Arabic. I'm not going to know what to say. But shouldn't have worried, and none of us should have worried, because we've arrived and most people can speak a reasonable amount of English, and if they can't, you've got Google Translate, which is amazing. And also, you know, it's really easy to pick up the odd words like thank you and please and left and right and I am going to and my name is. So it's quite easy to pick up the phrases. And everybody is so nice. We've not met anybody who's not tried to help us when we've been struggling with anything. You know, we thought that when we've got here, setting up phone cards, setting up bank accounts, setting up internet lines would be really, really difficult. But actually, it was really easy. You just got to get your head around the timing of the culture, because it's not like being in London where everything is done immediately like that. In Cairo, it takes some time, but once you get used to the okay, I'll do it time, then things get done, and that's okay.
Yes, this is true. I think that's indicative of the entire region, I think.
It is, absolutely. Yeah, and the dress that my children, the 2 girls in particular, were really worried about the way that they dress, and they were worried that they wouldn't fit in. But actually, the way they dress is fine. It's quite Westernized here. Quite a lot of people wear Westernized clothes.
Okay, wonderful. One of the questions that we always get asked is about the culture, and then the other one is about food. People are worried that they're going to go to, you know, in inverted commas, you know, a foreign country, and they're not going to be able to get their local food. I mean, what would you say to that?
I'd say that's a complete myth, especially in Egypt, because there are some amazing restaurants, local and worldwide food, both available, but also the home delivery system. You can get absolutely anything you want delivered to your doorstep within an hour. So if your children like fast food, like McDonald's, KFC, pizza, it can be delivered within an hour. If you don't want to cook a meal at all, you can get restaurants that will deliver 3-course meals to your door as well.
Sounds like heaven.
Yeah, it makes you a little bit lazy not cooking though.
Yeah, there is that. There is that.
Yeah.
Well, Mandy.
Sorry, I was just going to say the markets and the supermarkets have some amazing produce in them, and you can get every spice available that you want. Anything that you want, you can get. Heinz baked beans, you can get squash, you can get Doritos. My children like. You can always get something, even if it's just the local alternative. You can still get it.
So you would recommend living and working in New Cairo to other teachers in that case?
I would, definitely. It's the best step we've made in a very long time.
Wonderful. I'm really glad to hear it. Well, look, thank you ever so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. And I'm sure all those other teachers out there who are considering moving overseas will also value your time as well. So thank you very much, Mandy.
You're welcome.